Yeah, the Kona 45, the bank slalom was way better than the Kona 40 because they had figured out where the original cone placements were
Yeah.
from the beginning, and they actually marked where the cones go. So as you knock them off, they can easily be put back. But at Kona 40, it was more about speed. It wasn't about making the turns. They were really spread out, really easy to make, and Buck dominated. Other than the one guy that the downhill pro guy that
Speedo.
No.
yeah,
Wait,
it's he rides for Blackheart and whatever Blackheart's company. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the company,
Speedo.
but that guy wins King of the Slalom every time. But
Mhm.
but the second year, Kona 45, the second time around, man, those cones were hard to do. I DQ'd. I couldn't make the cones. It was I made the first and the second was the third one I couldn't make. And then after that, they start spreading out. So if you could make the first three, you're home free.
Yep.
And I was wanting to charge to keep my time up and I couldn't make that third cone and I DQ'd. So I couldn't make it.
Yeah, I was there last year. You could see where, I saw the marks. I was trying it myself, and I was like, no way, man.
Now, wait a minute.
And especially if you're starting from
No,
you could
there's no
start
way.
from the roll in.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
Yeah, I'm not starting for that rolling. There's no way.
Not to make cones. Now you can start from the roll in and do the snake run.
No.
Oh,
we did.
pussy.
No, what was that? I
Jenny's
got
a girl.
third place on one of those one
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And but it was spread out, though. And so, yeah, we were starting from the ramp. Yeah.
Nothing from the peanut gallops.
Yeah, that course is super challenging at 45. I was like telling Cabbage, like after the first three tries, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can do this. But then eventually you kind of dial in your trucks and stuff. You kind of have
That's
to
where I didn't do it.
you have to like almost throw yourself into the turn. You can't just like, okay, let me try to turn. You have to really just like, bam.
Yeah,
Throw
it was the third cone. I just every time I
Olsen
couldn't make it.
usually dominates pretty damn. I mean,
And Olsen
yeah.
Olsen rides a regular skateboard too. He doesn't ride any kind of special slalom, bank
Him and
slalom.
Hackett both,
downhill.
right?
Well, no, Hackett rides a downhill board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew one of them did. I mean, those guys. I mean, those
But
guys
yeah,
will kill it.
Buck shows up with like some NASA engineered bank slalom skateboard.
and the
Willie
Willie
Smith.
He's like a rocket anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he sounds like every time I've been there and he shows up and it just sounds like there's like an F-16 coming through the park, and I'm jumping out of the way. I'm looking for kids because, being a dad, I'm looking for kids to move out of the way. I'm like, all right, I need to get, because I don't know what's coming through here. And I look and it's Buck and I'm like, wow. I mean, that guy could fly through that park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
slow you down.
Yeah.
But yeah, Salba also was skating the snake run, which is like a normal board. And I was telling him like, dude, you need like some kind of soft wheels. And he's like, oh, I hate soft wheels and stuff like that. So it's a weird situation when you're with these legend dudes and you're trying to help them. I mean, they know, but like this, I've been like heavily into the slalom for a little bit, so I was trying to give him some tips, and then finally he got some soft wheels after washing out a few times, and then I see Hasoy, and he was just eyeing the thing. He's like, and I'm like, Christian, you can do this. So later on, like, dude, you're giving Christian and Hasoy a pep talk on this.
That's so rad.
Yeah, it's weird.
I went and bought some reissue Sim Snakes, man. When me and Bob went one time, best thing I ever did. I stuck them on my real regular skateboard, and it was like it just killed it, man.
Yeah.
They were soft,
Soft.
I've got the
75 A's or something.
super wide
Yeah,
cryptos is what I've got.
yeah, those were super wide dang snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, man, I could do anything I wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Salva? He didn't want anything to do with us.
Yeah.
We
I don't
went up
blame
and
him.
We tried to interview him.
No, we did interview him. We got
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
But as soon as we started interviewing him, he was like,
Well,
"Oh,
no,
these are some good questions."
we got him to do 10
Take
questions, and he
Yeah.
was like, you guys are kooks. But as soon as he realized that it was all going to be about him,
Yeah.
he was much more motivated to answer the questions.
Yeah.
But no, we've got that's actually out in the parking lot at the end of the
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
That was a good interview for sure.
Heck yeah. I can't wait till 50.
Well, cool. I'm going to take a wee break.
Uh-oh.
And
All right.
we've got the perfect song. Jonathan has selected Center Man by Nina Simone.
You're-
It's 10 minutes long.
Wait, let's do our PSA. We are
Radio KCM.
Community Radio
for the community, by the
community.
Facilitated by Knoxville Community Media.
You're listening to Kickturn Party Radio.
That reminded me that Fast Times at Ridgemont High movie where they say, "Learn it, live it, love it." No shoes, shirt, no service.
So Lance was like, I battled Shreddie all last year in the long distance push race, and he's like, I don't know about this year. He said, since he's got hurt, man, he's
Oh,
so
that's so cool. That's what I love about getting into these different pockets of skating, and then like just making new friends. Like
oh
when
yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is super strange because I've been skating for over 25 years, but I don't know nothing about like these boards and their wheels and their
I know.
But you know, I learned quick, but it's just an interesting feeling. But I like it. I like being like kind of diving into a different type of skating and feeling like kind of a newbie. Like that's how I felt with downhill, with slalom, with everything. Basically, at first you don't know, but the community.
Yeah.
And now I have a bunch of new friends that are, you know, even like all around the world because they do virtual racing.
Yeah.
So like now I chat with people. Like earlier this morning, I was talking with this guy in India, and he does long distance skating. But for him, it's way harder just because of the community he's in. It's like mostly like dirt roads and stuff.
Wow.
Say, yeah.
So I'm like, dude, like I feel so much more like grateful. Like I was doing a Zoom call with him, and after I was done with him, he was like, okay, let me turn on my fan. And he stands up and he's just sweating, like his whole shirt is like soaked because over there was 90 something degrees, and he was like, yeah, I didn't want like the fan to kind of interfere with the audio. And I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here in AC chilling, and he's like, you know, in a sauna basically. So it's cool like learning about other people's background and their skating because it kind of puts things into perspective. Like even if I don't have a skate park, it's like that's the coolest thing about long distance is you just go.
Yeah.
All you need is a road and you just hit it uphill, downhill, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I dig it because I mean, you push your mental stability and your body to the as far as you can push it, but it's also relaxing because to me, you know, it's just like you don't have to. You're riding a skateboard, but you don't have to worry about doing a trick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like those days when you wake up and you're like, I'm feeling a little wishy-washy or my brain's not where it needs to be. You can still go push on a long distance board, get just as much excitement out of going to a park.
Right.
In my opinion.
Oh yeah.
That's so true. It's kind of like I teach skating, I do lessons, and that's something I mention is like the older I get, I think more about like having fun more often instead of like battling one trick forever and then landing in like, all right, cool, I landed that one trick. I'd rather instead of like battling it for 3 hours, I just want to have fun for 3 hours or 1 hour. You know, I just want to immediately have fun.
Amen, brother.
Yeah,
amen.
I mean, and that's what you try to tell kids. It's like, you know, it's like, hey, all four wheels can stay on the ground and we can have a hell of a time. And they're like, you're crazy as shit. And it's like, no, we can ride a skateboard at
four wheels down.
Wheels down and never even and just laugh and have a good time. And
that's all I've ever been able to do.
Dude, I mean, that's what I love about the pump track is you go to the pump track and all you're doing is carving and pumping for hours. And it's the most beautiful thing.
Did you hear about what I did on the pump track?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I saw it. You posted that shit on the internet. Yeah.
Did you hear?
Okay.
No.
Tell Bob what you did. This is crazy.
Plug in song by Center Man.
She's plugged.
Welcome back to Kickturn Party.
Yeah.
And we're on with Jonathan Moreno, aka Shreddie Mercury. This has been a great conversation. And every time we go to music, you know, we start talking about a story and you get through with it. I'm like, all right, you got to tell that story when we get back. So I'm just going to let you go, man.
Yeah. Lance wants to know about the 50-mile deal.
Oh, okay. So it all started with Joe Wallace. So He's a local skater in Frederick area over here in Maryland, and he helped come up with this little pump track, which is super smooth cement. So it's awesome on the skateboard because I've been to some that are asphalt, which are fun, but like they get hot and
Yeah,
not.
concrete is
Get
the way to go.
mushy.
There's one in Georgia that's amazing.
Yeah, so this one's rad, like just super smooth, like Um, so basically, Joe started this kind of challenge. He even made stickers that say Urbana Pump Track. Um, he calls it the Century Club,
Oh,
Century Members Club. So like if you do 100 laps, you get this sticker, and so you're like in this elite club. Um, so I learned about this in maybe 2021 when I moved back to Maryland from California, and I thought I want to try that. And it was pretty intense because they would be like, he had a little clicker thing, and he'd be like counting out the laps. One, two.
holy crap.
Yeah, so everyone's watching. It wasn't like a huge event or anything, but maybe 10 people showed up. And because it's kind of a weird thing to do, like pump endurance. It's like, it's
Yeah.
almost torture, basically. After a few laps, you're like, okay, I'm done. I want to get off this thing.
Yeah. It's like one lap is like doing 10 crunches.
So I'll never forget, like, I got to like lap 43 or something like that. And I was thinking in my head, like, I don't think I could finish this. Like, it's starting to hurt my quads. Like, you started like double guessing. You're like, why am I doing it? Like, is it really? Like,
What am I doing with my life?
Is it worth a sticker? I mean,
Yeah,
stickers
exactly.
are cool.
I know. I'm like, yeah, forget that sticker. But I ended up finishing just because everyone's watching, and I'm like, I got to do this. Everyone else is doing it, so peer pressure. I got through it, and I just kind of like waddled over to the bench, and I sat down. I was like, damn, that was like super humbling because I thought, I skate transition, bowl skater, fit, like don't weigh a lot. But that kind of like did something to me where I was like, dude, once I do this again, I wonder how much more comfortable I'll feel if I keep working on this.
Once you do it
So
again,
so how many miles is 100 laps for
Uh,
a point of reference?
I haven't done that math, but
that's not really a point of reference, though.
No, because we're going to get into the challenge.
Okay.
I'm just curious how many laps was that?
okay, so I ended up doing so over 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. Like I just did that all the time. Like I would be like, I would be telling Joe, like I sent him a text, like, hey, like instead of counting each lap, I'd be like, yo, I'd set up my well,
Strava.
I didn't have at the time I didn't have the watch, but I would just use my cell phone and I'd be looking at it, and that was one of the hardest parts because I'd be like, I wonder where I'm at. I'm looking at the phone for a second, and then I'm almost off the track because it's like this little thing, and it's just continuous pump, pump, pump. I even dropped my phone one time, and I was like, oh shit. But anyways, I'd be like, Joe, I did instead of counting, I'd be like on Strava, I did a mile, I did 2 miles or whatever, and I just kept doing it and just getting that kind of like conditioning myself and getting a lot of weird looks from people. Also, I almost got beat up one time actually because I was doing these laps and it was about to rain, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a 10K or something. And then this lady, she walks up with her baby, and I kind of looked at her because I felt like, ooh, this little kid, like this 2-year-old, is like walking towards the pump track. So I gave her a look, like, hey, what's up? Kind of like, don't come here. Like the rest of the park was empty. So this is kind of side story, but I just thought of it. Um, they're getting closer and closer, and then this little kid ends up on the freaking pump track, and like, swerving around him, and I'm looking at the mom like, hey, excuse me, this is for skating, and I keep coming, like,
People are stupid.
yes, I'm coming around, and then she's like, oh, what? And she was not understanding, and I'm like trying my best to not be like, get the freak out of the way, I want to curse at her, but I go around one more time, and I didn't know how to put it, but I'm like, maybe she's like a nanny or something, and she's doesn't speak English, and she doesn't understand, like she's from a different country, that this is for skating. It's not like a little kid's playground or something.
Yeah, it's not a playground.
So I kind of blurred out, I'm like, yo, do you understand? Like, do you not speak English? And she got so mad, and she gave this stink eye, and she's like, oh, so she went somewhere else. And I'm like, all right, cool. At least she left, and whatever. So I felt kind of weird because I'm not really like that to kind of raise my voice to people. So I'm like, okay. So I keep going, and then all of a sudden I see this guy like Terminator style, like walking towards the pump track, like just like staring at where I was and just walking, like very like determined to do something. I don't know. So I see him and I'm like, whoa. And I'm like doing my circles, and he goes, yo, you were rude to my wife. You need to apologize. And I'm like,
Sorry.
I'm like, let me think about it. I'm like,
He's
I'm
an
doing
idiot.
something. I'm like, let me finish, and then I'll talk to you. He's like, no, you better stop right now, or I'm gonna drag you to her, and you're gonna apologize. And I'm like, wow. So luckily, I was just about to be done, so I hit stop on my watch and I sat down. And I'm like, wow. So I was trying to explain to him like what I'm doing. It's like a marathon thing and pumping. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about that. But you got to go to my wife and you need to apologize or I'm going to kick your ass. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was looking around thinking like, I hope there's like some kind of camera like recording, because if this guy beats me up in the name of like park etiquette, like for like me standing up for like park rights versus like little kid, I feel like that would be a good video to show like, don't let this happen again. Like this is not right for someone to like
Yeah.
get beat up. Like, but then I'm looking and there's no camera, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to get beat up for no reason. So I told this guy, if I like, I have to leave now. It's about to rain. So if I walk over to my car and I look at your wife and I say sorry, is that cool with you? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So I walk over and I'm like, and I was about to not say it, but I'm like, this dude's gonna probably follow me or some shit. Like he was telling me, oh, I'm a veteran and this and that. So I'm like, wow, this guy's
Well,
probably
you're also an idiot, and your wife's an idiot.
Come on, man.
yes. I'm like, this guy's probably like has PTSD. He's gonna bust his gun out or something. So I was just like, sorry, kind of gave her like a sarcastic sorry, and just left. But that was so annoying. Like I couldn't believe it. Like he just wanted to like be like Superman, and you offended my wife. Like
Well, and it's totally on her, and it happens all the time at every park.
yeah,
And I mean, back to when parents just drop their kid off at a skate park with no super, and it's not a daycare. We've all had to deal with scooter kids, but it's not just scooter kids, it's any small child. And like, how many times have you been to the park and the kids are just running up and down the transitions and sliding down like it's a playground?
Yeah.
Like, this is a place for athletes to practice their skill. And when you have a 30-year-old grown man that can weigh anywhere between 150 and 200 pounds, that's not going to be really good for your 3-year-old that wants to slide down the transition.
I mean, it's like doing like marathons on the walking trail, and we've got leash laws, and the people will have their dogs off the leash, and the dog will be chasing you. You're going, hey, the dog's mad at me, and you're supposed to be on a leash,
Yeah.
and like you turn and you're like, and I'll in 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to come right back by here. So have your dog on the leash.
People don't get it.
And you turn around, make your turn, and come back down the walking trail. And guess what? The dog's chasing, nipping at your heels again. You're going, for one thing, dogs don't like me, and they're going to bite me. And you're supposed to have it on a leash. And I said, when your dog bites me, I'm going to sue you.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're an asshole. I'm like,
No,
you're the asshole.
Yeah, you're the idiot.
You're the asshole for not having your dog on a leash like it's supposed to.
Well, I can't
Yeah.
believe that guy told you he was a veteran, man. Let me say on behalf of veterans, yeah, fuck that guy.
yeah, it was crazy.
Well,
It was like
a veteran on crap like
like some badass guy. I'm like, wow, dude. Like, and the craziest part was that the rest of the park was empty, and there was like another little pump track area. There was a half pipe. Like, there were so many places this kid could go, but he didn't want to get in my way. And it's like such a small track that there's not enough space for both of us. And I'm like, the guy, and I'm trying to be like polite. Excuse me, but it's like, dude, like you're putting your kid in danger, and you're screwing me up here.
It all comes down to the mom being a total fucking idiot. I don't know how many times I've been at our park here, and there's like not even a mom or a kid or a girlfriend, or literally like they'll just walk up to the pool, like the deep end of the pool, and sit on it with their legs hanging off.
Yep.
And I'm like, but I'm about to come right through there, and I'll even say politely, "Hey, I'm going to come right through there." So what do? They move 2 feet over, and I'm like, "You don't get it. I'm going to skate the whole pool.
Yeah.
You can't put your legs."
It puts you under a lot of pressure.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
That's a good transition.
Yeah.
And that song was in a skate video. That was in Birdhouse the End. Jeremy Klein and he
That's
skate to that.
when they reissued that on DVD, they took that song out. That song.
Oh yeah, it changed. I think probably because rights or something.
It sucks because that's like the greatest
Yeah,
on VHS.
exactly.
On VHS, it's in there.
Yep.
DVD, it's not.
Oh, wow.
And it sucks because that part with that
It
song,
makes it. Yeah.
when they grounded on top of the building on fire, the little
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah. They're on the pier on fire and they jump off the pier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song totally makes it. It's not the same without it.
No, it's not. Because I got the DVD. I'm like, this sucks, man.
My son, his first video that he did, that thing's loose, isn't it? It opened with a Kid Koala song, and I saw Kid Koala play and went up to him and I said, "Yeah, I discovered you because of my son, and sorry, but he used one of your songs in a skate video." And he goes, "Oh, he can use all the songs he wants in his skate videos."
Heck yeah.
Really cool.
Cool.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my
So you got any trips planned or anything? Or
Um.
You said you got a new job. How's that working out?
It's I've been like working some random jobs. Like I was a school bus driver.
I saw that when you got your certificate through the little course or whatever.
Yeah, I did a slalom in reverse.
In a school bus.
That's kind of stuck.
Hit that snake run. But yeah, and then after that, I became a dumpster truck driver,
Oh, wow.
which like actually way more easier. Like at first, I was intimidated because I'm like, I don't know if I could like work with that kind of machinery, but it's actually super easy once you get the hang of it. And you don't really have to do any labor. You just kind of roll up and they fill you up, they load you, and then you just go dump it. So it's actually like a pretty fun job. So I've been just doing that, and then teaching skating on the weekends. But what I want to do is video myself, have like an online kind of video course with skating, so that I can have that be more of like a readily available thing. Because sometimes I get messages from people that are like in a different state, and they're like, "Hey, someone mentioned you, and it seems like that'd be really fun, but we're in California or whatever." So I've been thinking like that makes sense to like kind of encapsulate like what I do in person on some kind of video format, but not like tutorial style, but just kind of like a step-by-step, almost like driving school, like where it's just like the fundamentals of skating. And I don't know if this sounds lame, but like I want to have some like you get a certificate at the end where it's like a
turn him off.
but it'll be a license to shred. Does that sound corny?
Yeah, no, that's fucking badass.
No, you need to make a little like driver's license.
Yeah, that's
And like literally a
License
license
to
to shred. And I tell you, if you get that off the ground, I will totally go through your course.
I will too.
Heck yeah.
I will totally go through your
Yeah.
course. I'll pay you and go through the course and get a license to shred.
Okay, that sounds that's so rad to hear, because I was thinking like, would people think this is corny? But I mean, honestly, I feel like this is something that's missing.
There
Because-
will be haters, but it's not corny, dude. I think it's rad as shit, and it's a great idea, and I kind of wish I would have thought about it.
Yeah, me too.
Because if you go to the skate park, this happens all the time. You'll see a kid who's brand new because they just got their skateboard for wherever, birthday from a friend, and they don't know how to skate. But they're at the skate park because I guess that's where they think
That's where you go.
And then the parents are just on the phone. They're, "Hey, little Timmy, you good? Oh, they see. Oh, you good? Okay, cool." And they're there. It's like, God bless them. They're supporting their kid, but this kid is in the way. Like he does not even know how to push, and he's just they're
And
trying
they
to.
don't-
Well,
They
and
don't
like
want to
like literally part of lessons 1, 2, and 3, along with like every kid gets Tony Hawk Pro Skater. The first thing they want to do is kickflip. No, man, there's a lot of fundamentals to get to kickflip, but part of every lesson needs to be park etiquette.
Yep.
And that's one thing that at our local park,
Yeah.
I help kids. I mean, I don't go to the park much anymore, at least when kids are there. But I always help a kid. You know, if I know that they're struggling and their parents are absolutely clueless, I'll hold hands and let them drop in. You know, I will do whatever. And I mean, I got 4 kids, and so one of them is a skater, and I've helped her skate. But park etiquette is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. How to not be in the way and get hurt. And I mean, it's helping you, it's helping your parents, and it's helping everybody else at the park. And I mean, I grew up in the 80s with a bunch of hardcore guys that were like, get out of the way, punk fucking stupid kid. You know, that's how I learned.
Yeah.
They still say that to you.
Yeah, they still say that shit to me.
I love how your whole little rant was being the soundtrack was PYT by
Pretty Young Thing. Hey man, I'm a huge Jackson fan. I have the fold out Thriller album on vinyl.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're back. All right, so we're back with Shreddie Mercury. We're gonna get back into the story that we started and never completed about your 50-mile pump track extravaganza.
Okay, so I was talking about how it all started with the 100 laps,
And then you almost got beat up.
and then I almost got beat up, like trying to do more than 100. I was just, instead of counting the laps, I thought, okay, let me go above and beyond this, because I was like in this, not like uncharted territory, but like just kind of weird, you know, it's strange. But when I teach lessons, skateboard lessons, it's something that I mentioned to whoever I'm working with is try to aim for progress versus perfection, which I think is meaningful in different, you know, disciplines, because sometimes like myself, like I grew up with my dad, like always telling me, hey, try to be like this, and like very strict, and like you want, oh, look at this, it's perfect, and blah blah blah. But that can become like so frustrating if you're like trying to make it perfect. So I know for a fact if you can progress to something, then you can kind of have a vision of like, oh, what else, you know? Like, so with skating, when I did that pump thing, I thought that was so hard, but like I think I can do more. So like even if it's one more lap, that's why the LDP thing is awesome. Like, or slalom, like even if it's, you do like 1 second better, it's like sick. It's not like I like battled a trick or something. It's something that like you can kind of do over and over again, more like consistently versus like some whatever flipping ledge trick. So anyway, I kept like trying to progress with the laps and laps, and then I got to the point where there was a skate-a-thon coming up, which is it's a 47-mile bike path track that we do with it's called the DC Wheels, started by Jimmy Pelletier, who's like a DC skater, who's all about charity and doing so. Like whenever I get a chance, I try to, you know, team up with him and skate for a good cause. So we do this 47-mile thing. So I kind of came up with this challenge for myself. I thought, I wonder if I can do more than that on the pump track, like just in one shot, which took 5.5 hours. And I don't know if I could do that again, because it was like a culmination of like 100 to 150 to do, and just conditioning myself, like recovering and doing it again. Like if you told me to do it like tomorrow, I'd be like, no way. Like, why would I do that? But it was just like this continuous thing where I felt like,
how many laps it was?
so I broke it down like with the math, and it was like 1,000 something laps.
Golly. That's just no pushing, just pump. No push, just pump.
Oh my god, I want
That's
to take a
crazy.
nap.
Yeah.
And so actually,
3
like,
laps. I'm lucky to do 3 laps.
So we have the
We got
little
the
pump
little one,
track.
yeah,
We
we got
could
the
probably
Bristol.
we're
Yeah.
gonna have to try. We're gonna have to incorporate.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
what-
saying I'm gonna do 50 miles.
Yeah, there's a little.
I might do 1 mile.
beginner pump track, and we call it the Bristol.
Bristol.
It's so fast because it's just a tight circle.
It's
Yeah.
real tight. Yeah.
You get sick though. You'll start puking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking 1 mile and I'm gonna be done. I
Yeah.
don't know what.
I bet you
50
that'd be
miles.
dang 30 or 40 laps around it.
Yeah.
Would be a mile.
That's crazy, man. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah. That's
And so you were saying that you got on the news for it.
Oh yeah. So I met this news reporter, and then I texted them and I said I'm going to be doing this thing, and it's also in cahoots or whatever, like to try to like support promotion on this skateathon thing that's 47 miles. So what I was trying to like do was like something really intense to make it seem like the 47 was like not that hard, which it is hard because it's a lot of uphill pushing and stuff. But I thought like this is like look at this and then look at this other event. Like so I was trying to like hype it up in a way and also get like more pressure to like to go through with it because I had the idea, but I knew if I put it out there, then I'd be like more likely to go for it. So I even had like a film crew that videoed it and stuff like that. So I'll put that out eventually. Um, but
Super rad, man.
thank you. I was gonna mention something else. Like because I did that, I started like looking more into like pump track events and stuff. And there's not many, but little by little, it is something that's kind of popping up here and there.
Yeah.
And so it's Billy Ruff. He sets up this pump track. It's not like a race, but they do like a relay kind of thing at not Linda Vista, but it's like in San Diego. It's like this pump track in San Diego, which is way bigger and like better. But I remember talking to him about it, and he said that even like guys like Tony McNewson enter it. So that's so awesome to see like older pros involved in which a lot of sense because it's like kind of up their alley to be like skating some kind of transition.
Yeah, so we actually have a really nice asphalt pump track here, and it's 3 different pump tracks, mainly built for mountain bikers. But the medium one, the middle, guess the medium size one, the middle one is a asphalt wave pool, is what I call it, and it's perfect for skateboarding. And we have roller girl team here in town, like the Knoxville Roller Girls, and they have this little association called Chicks and Bowls, CIB.
Oh yeah,
And, so they meet up, and I think it's every Halloween they do an event at the pump track. And one of the things that they do is fastest lap. And JD and I are head to head on that. And I will have to say, I took him last time. I beat him by, I don't know, half a second or something stupid like that. But
I mean, you can book around it.
you could get going so fast that it'll sling you off the pump track.
Yeah.
Like you can get going too fast. You have to kind of check it around some turns or you will fly off of it. But it incorporates, like, there's a big wooden wall that you can get up, like the wooden plank wall that the bikes use that you can skate on, and it does the it's really cool. But yeah, pump tracks I need to get out there more. I haven't been doing much of it lately. I was actually at the skate shop yesterday and getting heckled by the owner about not being out at the pump track.
Well, we got Aspire now too.
Yeah. Well,
Aspire.
That one is crazy fun. Yeah.
Just busy.
It's a Clinton,
So
Tennessee.
busy.
It's like a 20-minute drive from here.
For our pump track, you've got to go like early Sunday mornings before 10 a.m. because after that it's just people on big giant 26-inch.
It's veterans with wives who have their kids.
Yeah, well, and they have no concept of taking turns. First of all,
Yeah.
They'll drop right in on you on a bike that's bigger, heavier than you are, and has brakes. And they don't understand that I can't stop, man. Like we're gonna just collide if you're
I mean, the
careful.
California parks are more or one directional. Ours are like
Ours
4
is-
or
yeah.
8 different different directions.
Yeah, you
to
can
drop in.
And then they have no concept of taking turns. They're like, oh, he's over there, so I can go this way, and we're gonna meet up and hit head on. I have no concept.
I just remember 2 things that I forgot to mention. So like when I went for the 50 miles, I knew it was going to take me more than 5 hours because I can only go like maybe like 8 miles per hour, like without going, like to keep a good pace. But what I didn't mention was I started at 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
So it was like dark and there was no lights. So the hardest part was actually like the first couple like hour because it was like not even daytime yet. And I couldn't see where I was going. So I kind of did it like half blind. And then also I don't know when this started happening, but my back foot was going numb.
Yeah.
Really moving. you're just like kind of going up and you're not really moving your feet. You're just kind of stationary. So like every run or every lap, I would have to wiggle my toes to keep the feeling in my back foot.
Wow, that's like paddleboarding does that. You get
Yeah,
your feet.
well, that's what
together.
Jen was saying. Bob and Jen and I last May, I think, we did a 17-mile
15 miles.
paddle, and at one point I thought I can't do it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go to shore and call somebody. But I sat down and paddled for about an hour and was fine after that.
Did you have somebody there like saying, "Hey, this dude's trying to do this
Like stay off the bump
record,
track.
keep little kids from running out in front of you," or was it just
we
part of the day?
So I started like at 5 in the morning, and then around like 10:30 I was done. So around like 10, there was maybe some people, but yeah, I had like a guy, like 3 guys filming me, so they kind of got the idea, like, oh, this guy's doing something.
Yeah,
But
he's doing something important.
And then it was like a Wednesday or something, so it wasn't. It was school day.
Well, before you go, the next radio show, Fear of Music, is out there ready to come in. But talk a little bit about these songs you picked tonight.
Yeah, give us the what's for on this playlist.
It's quite the eclectic mix,
and we will add it to. We have a Spotify account now, and we put all of our playlists every episode up on Spotify. So this will go up after the show.
Oh, cool! I made a playlist also, hoping that you have Spotify, so you could just kind of plug it in. Because first, and then I thought, oh, maybe I'll like make an actual playlist.
Well, go to the we're just Kickturn Party on Spotify and follow us and send me a message and I'll take your playlist and post it.
Oh, okay, for sure, I'll do that. So with the music, I was thinking this is gonna be hard because it's like picking your favorite skaters. Like when you guys asked me at Kona, like who's your favorite skater, I immediately said Mark Gonzalez because that's kind of an easy one for me. Like. But I could mention 100 skaters that are my favorite for different reasons. And so same thing with music. Like I could pick 100 songs. So like I didn't even put anything hip hop, and I usually listen to a lot of hip hop. And so I didn't put a Friday the 13th song either. Like my parents are from Colombia, so I was thinking, oh, I should have put like some kind of music that represents my heritage, like something like. I don't know if you would know this kind of music, but like I'm trying to think of like I'm going blank here, but anyway, like something Colombian.
I'll tell you, a couple of years ago, went to Jazz Fest with my girlfriend, and they have a representation, a tent for a country they represent, and that Colombia was the country, and we stayed in the Colombia tent all day. It was freaking amazing. But
nice,
anyway, yeah,
cool. So with the music, I just tried to keep it kind of upbeat because there's a few that I put in there, and then I thought, nah, too slow. Like I was gonna include a song from Leonard Cohen, but it's like very slow. So I thought, oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Our listeners are used to weird stuff.
So I don't know. I kind of started like a little bit like mid-level, and then at the end some Bad Brains, and then Ozzy. But yeah, it's so hard. Later, I was like kicking myself. Oh, I didn't put Motorhead. I didn't put Led Zeppelin. I didn't put Rolling Stones. So I don't know. It's just like that's a little taste of what I like. But I don't know.
Awesome, man. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. You're one of the coolest cats we've gotten to know in the past 30 years. And it's always good to see you, to talk to you. I can't wait for Kona 50 and see you again.
He's got to come back.
Yeah, you got to come back on our show. I really we try to hype Rage the Rose every year. If you can figure out how to make that, it's a heck of a drive for you, but it's worth it. You'll get there and go, I can't believe this place exists. It's such a nice event.
And the mini ramp's probably the best mini ramp I've ever skated.
It's one of the best mini ramps that's ever been. Yeah. And you can skate that while everybody else is spending their time on the big ramp. And it's camp, bring a tent and a sleeping bag, and it's full camp. They do it right. They set you up really well. There are showers there. It's
all right.
Great.
We got to roll.
All right. We got to go. We got to go. Man, peace. Jonathan, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you so much.
Kickturn Party. Woo!